Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Good evening again, and thank you for joining us for another episode on Let's Get Loud. You've been hearing the story of Gina Howard, and it's entitled New Beginnings. And we heard in the first episode about her life growing up in Honduras as a child, and now we will hear about her journey from Honduras to the Cayman Islands, a rather interesting journey indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to Let's Get Loud, Gina Howard. Gina.
Yes.
When we last spoke, you were on your way, well dressed, all made up, to a hotel to meet a stranger about coming to the Cayman Islands. And you said when you got there, you saw a man with some girls trying to speak English while he's trying to speak Spanish. And you walked in, and what happened?
I walked in and immediately I started translating.
All right.
And I got his attention. He said, "Who are you?" And I said, "Who are you?"
Oh.
I said, "As far as I know, I'm your translator."
Ooh.
He said, "Wow, very sassy." So we made that connection from there on, and the journey began with me and him.
Okay.
He's there like maybe a week in Honduras. So I became officially translator.
All right.
And start going different places, he was exploring Honduras.
Okay.
So as I was there with him, translating and helping him. And then when it was time for him to leave, he said to me, "Would you like to come to the Cayman Islands?" And I said, "Of course, because here is destiny meeting opportunity."
Wow, destiny meeting opportunity.
And I was waiting for it for so long. So I was like, yes, absolutely.
So you recognize, remember you said it in the former episode that you didn't know what you were looking for, but you knew when you saw it, you would recognize it.
Yes.
So you recognize this opportunity.
Yes.
Okay.
When I saw him, I just knew this is it.
This is it.
This is the one now that I was waiting for so long. Because it took me some time to get there.
From 15, right? And now you're 18, right?
Yes. Yes. And then it took me a little bit more to wait again.
Okay.
Because then he came back to the Cayman Islands. And I had one little issue.
What's the issue?
I wanted to leave, but didn't have a legal document, like my passport.
Okay, so you were preparing for an opportunity to leave your country, but you didn't have the documents with which to leave the country.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, how did you get those documents?
Oh, the gentleman said, so I said, "But I have a little issue." He said, "I want to go with you." I said, "But I can't leave." He said, "What is that?" "I don't have a passport." Oh, he said, "That's not a problem." Oh. So really? He said, "I will send you the money for you to get your papers in order.
Okay.
And then when you get everything, then you send me the passport. I will get you a visa. I will get you your ticket. I will get you your money to pay at the immigration to exit." I said, "What?"
A full package.
I said, "This gotta be some dream I'm having here, you know." But I believed it because I had nothing else to believe.
Wow.
You know, so it's like this had to be it.
So you believed because you didn't have anything else to believe. No. That's so powerful.
Yeah. Wow. So I hold on to those promises that he made, and he came true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so he came back to Cayman, and what happened after that? And how long did it take?
It took a while. You know, it took a couple months. Well, but I still kept thinking he's gonna come true for me.
Okay.
I stopped looking. Now I'm starting to wait.
Ooh, you stopped looking.
Yeah.
And you started to wait.
Yeah.
What did waiting look like for you?
Waiting looked like very exciting.
Yeah.
Very unknown and scary. It's a lot of emotions involved. But it was, besides the journey that I had that was so challenging, this was nothing.
So are you saying that your journey prepared you for where you were at this particular time?
Yes. It made me like stronger. It made me more focused.
Right.
That this is the moment and I cannot jeopardize it no matter what.
Right. So did you share this opportunity with anyone, including your aunt?
No.
No.
I kept it a secret because I wanted it to come true. I didn't want anyone to interfere with it.
Ah,
Yes, I don't want interference. So I'm saying I'm gonna keep this when it all comes to tuition,
mhm.
then they will see it rather than me telling them.
Good, good. So how did your having a child, did you think that was going to interfere with your plans of getting it?
No,
No.
no,
Why?
because I had it all figured out.
Oh, how did you, in your mind, your 18-year-old mind, have it figured out?
I had a plan.
What
The
was
plan was to leave
Mhm.
temporary my child with my aunt
Okay,
and then return for her
okay.
and come over to the Cayman Islands, see
Mhm.
what it's like,
Mhm.
see if I can like it, fit in, what my opportunity to work here.
Right.
And then if it was fitting for me, my child, then I will go back and get her.
Okay, so that was a solid plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said the waiting was months.
Yes.
And you waited not only excitedly, but you were a bit scary as well.
Yeah.
So when you heard from him, can you describe that moment, that feeling when you actually heard from him?
Oh my God. I start to scream
Ah,
with joy.
well,
and
you
say,
say you love to scream, so now you
Yeah.
were screaming for joy, right?
Yes.
Not out of pain
Fear.
or out of fear.
No, it was
but
joy. To know that I finally was getting what my dream, like what I
Right.
always wanted to do.
Right.
Because my ultimate goal always to leave Honduras and to go to somewhere different, better,
Mhm.
and seek more opportunities.
Opportunities, even though you didn't know what Cayman Islands was or you didn't hear about it before, but all you knew it was an opportunity to leave.
Yes.
Okay, so now you heard from him, you got the money. What happened after?
I started the process.
What did the process look like?
The process was going to, if I did it, my documents in the mainland, it would take me longer. So I was on a process of putting things through faster.
Uh-huh.
Acceleration will take place now.
Wow, acceleration.
So I have to go to San Pedro Sula.
Okay.
I will get it in a day. It seemed very day. But right there is challenging as well.
Why?
Because that place is a place of a lot of robbery, hijack. It's more dangerous than a cyber.
So who went with you?
My aunt.
Oh, your aunt went with you this time. So by now you told her why you were going?
Yes.
Okay, so you shared it. So what did she have to say?
She was like, she wasn't sure. She was like, are you sure about this? I was like, I am 100%. I said, you need to be with me.
Right, right. Okay.
I mean, I said to her, what do I have to lose? I don't have anything to lose.
Well, you had everything to gain, right?
Yes. So I have to give it a shot. So I remember catching the bus that took us a couple hours on the journey to get there. And I got robbed at the bus.
What?
Yeah. I had my shades in the back of my pocket. And I had other things in my pocket. And when I got off the bus, they were gone.
What about the money?
No, I had that hidden in a secret place.
In the secret place.
Because I know where I was going.
All right. Okay.
So I like, wow, if that was my money, we would have been
in
a bad mess.
Yeah.
But no, I know what I was going to, so you prepare for where you're going.
Ooh, you knew where you were going,
Yeah.
so you prepared for where you were going.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So when you got there, you said you got the passport in one day. So you didn't have to overnight.
No, we returned the same
day.
Same day.
Wow. And then what happened after?
After we came back, then he sent me enough money to send the passport through the airlines.
Oh.
So I went down to Georgetown in Honduras. We call it Central. And I sent my passport to him, and that took a couple of months again for him to get the visa granted in my passport.
Okay.
And then when he got that, he sent the passport, my ticket, and the money to exit the country, which was back then $20.
Oh, $20 to pay for the exit fee.
Yeah.
Okay. So Gina, up to this moment, did you feel like this wasn't going to happen, or how did you feel?
No, I knew it was going to happen. I put my faith on that.
You put your faith on it.
Yes. Like I'm like, this is it. I'm leaving. There's no doubt about it. There's no thought about it. There's nothing going to interfere with this. I remember my great grandmother was still alive. And one time, but a long time ago, she was talking about Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Jamaica was. or what she was talking about Jamaicas and the Rastas.
Okay.
And I was like, what is that place? But it intrigued me,
Oh, okay.
you know, to know where was this place. She said, that was Bob Marley is from. So we had tape of Bob Marley. So when I went to her and I said, I come to tell you guys that I'm leaving. It was the night before. Tell my
Okay.
grandmother, my great grandmother, and my aunt.
Mhm.
I say, and I just want you all to know that I'm leaving to the Cayman Islands. She said, the Cayman Islands? Where? You're leaving to the Cayman Islands? That's when I discovered a secret.
And what was
That
that?
my great grandfather was from the Cayman Islands.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's why you had a name
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
And then she said, over there you have family. I'm like, really? And then my aunt said, but you don't know anyone. You don't know them. You don't have no friends. What are you going over there to do?
Oh.
I said, I have to go. This is something that I have to do. And I have to do this on my own. And I said, please, like, I would basically go in there, like, to get their blessings.
Yeah.
And to just let them know where I was going. And there was no way that they can talk me out of it.
Right, because you
My
had a
mind was
made up
made up.
mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what happened that night.
So it was onto the airport the next day?
Yes.
And what was that? How did you feel?
I
Gina?
was excited. I had butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get on. I felt like flying that plane myself. It was totally outrageous. It was really crazy. And there was my aunt again.
Okay.
She went with me. And I remember getting to the counter and I'm all excited. And she was like, I can't believe you leave. And she's like, I told you I was leaving.
Oh, wow.
I told you this was going to happen one day. And she was like, your faith is crazy.
Crazy faith.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what she said. And I'm like, I don't know what that means right now. But anyway, I'm too excited to ask.
Right.
So I went to the counter. When I got there, the lady that was checking the people in, she looked at my passport, she looked at me, and she said, you cannot leave.
Pause.
And I said, what? I said, what do you mean I can't leave? No, it's a mistake.
Right.
She's like, no, you need a legal document signed by your parents authorizing you to leave the country. Because you're
even though you were 18?
I was 19.
19 then, right. Okay.
But she said you have to be 21, the legal age to leave the country. And I was like, I've been on my own since 15. How now I need permission? This doesn't make any sense. I said to her, you know what? Get me your boss. I need to speak to him. She's like, what? I said, yes. Can you please tell him that I need to speak to him?
Very assertive.
And she was like, okay. She got on the phone and she said, there's someone here that wants to talk to you about something. And then he said, send her down. My aunt said, you understand that you can't leave without that document? I said, you don't understand that I'm leaving today.
All right.
Today's the day that I have to get on that plane.
Yes.
I said, you're going to do me a favor. We're going down to that man's office and you're not going to say anything.
Wow.
I'm going to do the speaking. You just be quiet.
Wow.
I said, she's shaking her head all the way there. So when we got down to the office, the man said, yes, I heard you want to speak to me. I said, yes, sir. And I heard that I need a document to leave this country. I said, let's make a deal. Okay. And he said, what deal? I said, if you call my aunt, she's my mom, my adopted mom. Right. I said, and she said that I can leave, you will let me leave. And if she said no, then I'll stay. And I say, deal? And we shook hands, to make it official. So we shook hands. Okay. And he said, okay, lady. The man called my aunt. Yes. Remember the night before? Right. So she said, yeah, sure, there's no problem. She can leave. And then I see when the man put the phone on slowly. And he said, you just made me broke a law. He said, who are you? I said, you're a man of honor. And he said, yes, you're a man of word. He said, yes, but then you have the honor what you told me earlier. Wow. We made a deal. Wow. And he took my passport himself and stamped it. He said, get out of here. My aunt said, what just happened in that room? This is unheard. I said, that is what you call the crazy faith. Crazy faith. That's what you just called me earlier. Look at that.
You
I
got
said-
your answer. So what was crazy faith? That is crazy faith, or that was crazy faith.
Yes. Somebody that think all things are possible. Anything that you ask shall be given. You just have to ask. And I will exercise in those things.
Without even
Without
knowing
even
it.
knowing. I think that's the beauty and the greatness of it.
Mm.
Because when you deliberately know something,
Mhm.
you're actually doing it with motives, but without motive and intentions.
Say that again. When you deliberately do
Something.
something,
You're doing it with motives,
knowing it. you
Knowing
do Right.
but not knowing you're doing it innocently. You're coming from a place of honesty and sincere, and people
Wow.
honors that. And I think that what took place that day with that man. He
Mm.
honored me by me being honest and sincere, and coming to the front line and saying, "This is what I want."
So when you got back to the counter, what happened?
The lady looked at me and she's like, you can see her face
Right.
because they were already stopped when it came to her. She never, I didn't even need her.
Right.
I just had to show her that I got what I wanted. I told her I was leaving.
So you got on a plane.
Yeah, I want to say something before I
Yeah.
get on this plane.
Yeah.
The Friday, because I left on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
No, did I left on a Monday? It was on Friday.
Friday. Mm-hmm.
My cousin was getting married on that weekend.
Okay.
Cousin that she's dearly to me.
Right.
And she said, Gina, I invite you to the wedding. Why you're not coming? I said, do you know I have a plane to catch? I said, do you know I've been waiting for this for years? I said, I can't miss this.
Mm.
Missing this, it was like remove all what I had done. So I had to take this flight.
Yeah.
I said, aren't you married in Kimanya? And she said, yeah. Well, I will see you in Kimanya, honey.
Okay, Gina. Okay.
That was the Friday we spoke. She didn't want me to leave.
Mm.
You know, I think, sorry, we spoke the day before.
Right.
And the Friday I was leaving. Yeah.
Right.
So she was like trying to convince me to stay to her wedding. I said, we will see each other in the Cayman Islands. But that's where you're coming. But I need to go.
You need to go.
Yeah.
There was no stopping Gina.
Nothing could stop me at that point. I was too much at stake.
Mm.
You see, there's somebody depending on me now.
Yeah, your baby.
It was just not me alone no more. It was someone that
Mm.
needed me and needed me to make the right move.
Yeah.
And this was it.
Mm. So speaking about baby, where was she? Was she at the airport with you guys?
Mm-mm.
No.
That was going to be too hard for me. So I asked her grandmother to look after her, her father, mother,
Mother. Okay.
and that I was going on this journey
Mm-hmm.
and that she was going to stay with my aunt,
Mm-hmm.
that she can have her sometimes.
Okay. They live close by.
Yes,
Oh.
in the same neighborhood.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. So you got on the plane, Gina?
Yes.
How was that?
It was like I was there in the
Mhm,
moment
mhm.
that I was expecting and waiting for so long,
Mm.
and I was sad at the same time.
Yeah. Because of your baby and everything, or why were you sad? Oh. Mm.
I was sad because I was remembering the journey that it took me to get there and how long, and I never give up. This was a dream that I had, that one day I was going to leave my country. I was going to leave my people. And that finally it had come to pass. That finally I had got what I wanted for so long. There I was saying goodbye. Basically to so much pain, so much.
Mm. Mm. It's okay.
So much.
Take it. Mm.
So much things that I had to tolerate, so many things that I had to go through.
Mm.
And actually get to this moment. And there I was in the plane, all alone again. Angry my journeys had been. being alone a lot. You know, you can be surrounded by many people, but still be alone, right? That's me.
Mm.
Yeah. And I was like sad, excited, all this emotion at the same time.
Mixed up, yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to something new. And that's all I was focusing on at that point. Like, what is Kmart gonna bring for me? What is this place gonna look like? What is this place holding for me? What is it that I'm gonna discover? What is it that I'm gonna meet? Yeah.
Wow. Some deep, provoking thoughts going through the mind of a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Who was looking back over the years, only 18 plus years you had to look over and filled with so much pain.
Yeah. But the one thing I always knew, that I had no regrets.
You had no regrets
of everything that I had done at that point.
And gone through up to that point. You had no regrets. Do you believe, Gina, that all of that worked eventually in your favor?
Yes. All of those things made me stronger. It was basically molding me. You know, it was getting my character and my strength. I gained strength from those moments of seeing that where I was going down at one point and then I rise again. Then I went back down and I rise again. I call it going in the valley, coming up the valleys. But when you come out, you come up stronger.
So did you mention to your mother up to this stage that you were leaving?
No.
No. So she didn't know?
No. Just my great grandmother, my aunt, and my other aunt. I think at this point, I didn't really want to see her because she was one of the people that I was running from. Yeah.
So you spent a lot of time running away from things and people.
Yeah.
Which all led up to the moment of sitting on a plane alone, going into something that you know or knew nothing about, but you were ready.
Yeah.
You were ready to take on this adventure. How many hours did it take from when you get to Kenya?
It's like hour and I think 25 minutes.
So in that, say 90 minutes time, say in that 90 minutes, Gina, what were some of the things? Were you fearful of when you're landing? What would meet you? Who would be there to pick you up? Did you even think about those things?
No.
No, you just knew that you were going on this adventure.
Yes.
It would all work out.
Yes.
So tell us then, when you landed, what happened?
Oh, when I landed, the first thing I saw coming in the, the plane about to land, I saw this big sign said Foster Food Fair.
Really?
And it was so huge. I said, what is that place? So big. So the first thing when I landed, I saw the guy.
Oh, the same guy that you met in the hotel?
Yes. And I saw other guys.
Really?
Looking like shark.
Uh-oh.
Like, oh, fresh meat have arrived. And I was like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's what I saw. A lot of guys up there. I'm like, okay.
Uh-oh. So he came and he got you?
Yes.
All right.
And he said, where would you like to go? And I said, Foster Food Fair. What are I giving you some? Giving you some propaganda.
Oh my God.
He said, I don't know about Foster Food Fair. I said, I saw it when I was landing and I want to go there. He started to laugh.
But what, did you go?
Yes. He started to laugh. He said, nobody had ever asked me to go there. You know many girls I picked up from the airport? He said, you different.
Mm.
And I said, are you going to take me there? And he's like, yeah. So we went there. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
When I walk in there and I saw those fruits, vegetables, and they look so pretty.
Right.
They look staged.
Right.
Right. And I'm like, he said, you never seen nothing like this before? I'm like, no. And he just kept looking at me laughing.
Wow.
He was like, oh my God. He said, you look like a little girl in a candy shop. He said, what do you want? And I said to him, I don't know. I don't know right now.
Right.
And he was like, whatever you want, I'll buy it for you. And I just walk around the whole entire store and I walk back out. He said, what do you didn't want anything? I said, no, there's too many things.
Ah.
And I don't know which one I want.
You
know, so we just left.
Okay.
And he said, you want some food? I said, yeah. But I don't know what I want either.
Wow.
You know?
It was all the emotions of just being in a new country.
Yes. Yes.
You just, everything was
like I couldn't believe I was there.
Right.
Like it felt like I was still in this dream that I had for many years, dreaming that I was, what am I doing? What, I'm really over there? You know, I'm being here. It was, wow. It was the beginning of my life being evolved and came on.
Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about next. The evolving of a life in Kenya. And that's another journey.
Yes.
That's another journey. So we're going to hear, ladies and gentlemen, about after the excitement of landing in a new country and going to Foster's food fair and walking out with nothing. We will hear about how her life evolved in Kenya. So until next time, Gina, thank you again for sharing that story, that profound story.
Thank you for having me.
To show us that we just have to believe.
Yeah.
And we just have to keep seeking for opportunities. And the profound words about when you don't know, you act more in faith.
Yeah.
Than when you know and then it becomes emotion. Thank you so much for sharing that part of your journey. And we look forward to hearing about life in Kenya. Yes. And how it's evolving, because it keeps evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps evolving. So ladies and gentlemen, until next time, remember to share this video with someone, because this story can sure help someone on their journey of faith to know that once you believe, you will receive. Even if you don't pray, it shows that Gina just believed. And that's all it takes. So until next time, remember, share the video, leave a comment, let Gina know, and encourage her with your words as she unfolds her journey, her life journey up to this point. Thank you again for joining, and we'll see you soon. Let's